Let's talk about this with Sean Spicer, Chief Strategist and Communications Director for the RNC. Sean, how's it going?
It's going great. What a 5 days we've got before this thing's over. The momentum is with us. The map keeps shifting day in and day out. The polls, both nationally and in the key battleground states, show a continued growth for Donald Trump.
But do you have enough time? I mean, 5 days.
I think we do. I mean, but if you look at that ABC News poll that came out the other day, a 12-point swing in 8 days. You saw the North Carolina poll yesterday. A Virginia poll came out yesterday showing an 8-point swing for Donald Trump. He's now up 1 in the Hampton University poll. It's the revelations that have happened in the last week, and it's not just the FBI scandals, which is now plural. It is the Obamacare double-digit hikes. It's the Clinton Inc., the pay-per-play, everything of this. It's a perfect storm coming against Hillary Clinton, and I think the momentum and the message of change that Donald Trump and Mike Pence are bringing is what is bringing people home, is what taking independence off the fence, and it's going to put him to victory on November 8th.
We will see. Let's take a look at Wisconsin, which is one of those states that I know you folks are counting on and hoping is going to go Republican. Right now, it's about 5 points apart, according to the latest poll. That's a pretty decent spread in Wisconsin. How do you see that changing?
Well, so if you look at the current map, we believe we're ahead in Florida, Ohio, Iowa, North Carolina. You take that aside,
North Carolina, she's ahead too in all polls.
Everything that we're seeing in the data, both in terms of the early vote and the absentee vote, you're seeing. Look, there was a New York Times tweet today that showed where if you go to Jeremy Peters' Twitter feed from the New York Times, he says the Clinton campaign is picking the data, and it's true. If you look at it overall,
he, just for our viewers at home, he's the guy who's been really watching the early vote tallies, Jeremy Peters,
and so you realize that what they're selling people, Democrats have to win the early vote. They've always done it. They run up the score. In North Carolina alone, Barack Obama led the early vote by 300,000 going into Election Day, and Mitt Romney carried it. They're not even close to that 300,000 right now. Our early vote returns are up, theirs are down, and when we see that, that allows us to really look at North Carolina and think that we're going to carry that. And when we go from there, you talk about Wisconsin. We've got Wisconsin, Michigan, Colorado, New Mexico, Virginia, Pennsylvania. Right, we just got to pick out one.
You're talking about your numbers, right? And the numbers that everybody else is seeing on the screen, and let's put Michigan up, still show her ahead in all of them. Now, your numbers may be right, or their numbers may be right, but they're in contradiction. So, does it make you nervous when you look up from your numbers and see those numbers?
Well, there's no question that we've seen a tightening in those things. But again, in 6 states, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Mexico, Colorado, we just have to get one. Just one. So the way we're going, I think I like our odds, right? Okay. And that's about a 1 in 18 shot that we have to pick off one of those states. But each of them, in every one of them, they're closing. And you look at it, and Hillary Clinton and Priorities USA, their big super PAC, went back up on the air in Colorado, Michigan, and Wisconsin because they're worried. They see what we see, and that's a tightening of this race for Donald Trump and Mike Pence.
I mean, when you think about the fact that a week ago, Hillary Clinton was, talking like a winner. She put a picture of herself on Twitter when she was a child that said, the next president of the United States or something to that effect. And they are clearly in defense mode at this point in the Clinton camp. In terms of the stories and what you see, though, in different places, I was amazed this morning. I was listening to CNN very early, and they were talking about Matt Schlapp was on, who our viewers see here often as well, and he said, well, now that there are 2 FBI investigations going on, and I believe it was Chris Cuomo said, 2? What are you talking about? I mean, those viewers, don't have any idea that there are actually 2 foundation and emails that are serious FBI investigations going on.
And I think for a lot of the media, they don't want to discuss what's going on in Hillary Clinton. You look at the last couple of days, they want to talk about Jim Comey and his standing, and did he have the president? The bottom line is the only reason that we have any of the FBI investigations is because of the Clintons' personal actions. Their pay-per-play, their decision to have one set of rules and cover up the secret server, their continued lying about them turning over all the documents. This investigation, or these investigations, weren't made up out of whole cloth. They were made up because the Clintons continued a 30-year pattern of lying to the American people and having one set of rules.
One more question. I know I'm out of time, but Donald Trump himself said, "I gotta stay calm. I can't make any mistakes. I gotta stay on message." How worried are you that he won't?
He gets it. He understands what's at stake. You hear him over and over again. He knows that he is a messenger of change and that he has a movement behind him. And he understands that in 5 days, he is going to get elected the next president of the United States, and Mike Pence will be the next vice president.
We will see. Sean Spicer, always good to see you.
Thank you
very much.